can tell when to scroll lock or num lock or insert keys.
Scroll lock is off.
And
insert is on. Insert is off.
I change the voices to indicate, to emphasize certain things. So when it's on, it goes into that deep voice, or off, it emphasizes it with that deep voice. In a deck talk voice, they call that voice Harry's voice, or a military drill sergeant. I just call it a command voice. It'll also tell me when it's capitalized.
D, E, F, G, H.
I change the voice, and whenever it gets to a capital versus lowercase, and
Batman or file name. C, colon, backslash, greater than.
it'll read everything on the screen.
A, B.
So if I type
C,
or move the cursor over to reprint it,
D, D, E, F, G.
it'll read the screen as it is, capital or lowercase, and if I delete it,
G, F, E.
it also changes the voice there.
D, B, C, B.
And the voice will change whether it's capital or lowercase, even deleting the character, so I know whether it's capital or not when I'm deleting something. And also the thing that I add to it is that I can do every single DOS command. It's also a file program.
Directory for C, colon, backslash. Number of files is 433. Directory space used 3,285,305. A, 1 period, colon, main menu.
What I did now is I press the Alt-O key and then the Alt-P key, and that loads the program for the files. What it does is it takes all the files on the directory and sorts them into alphabetical order and stores them in memory. And all I can do now, if I'm at the main menu and I've hit the F key,
File command A, 1 period, colon.
that takes me into the files, the list of files, and if I were to I can search for any letter of the alphabet by typing the F again.
Find first letter, landlord period, colon.
I hit the L key and it goes to landlord. And if I would hit the L key again with the find, it would go to the end of the L.
Find M period, colon.
So it goes to the first letter of the letter M.
L, S, T period, back.
But if I back up, it goes back to the last letter in the L list. But these are, in other words, I can find out whatever's in the computer,
Main menu,
including subdirectories.
directory command,
If I go into directory mode,
sub, directory, directory
right now
for
it's
C,
storing all
colon,
the
backslash.
directories.
Now, you wrote this program, and now how can other people use this? How did you implement that?
Okay, this program is just a regular small program. It actually only takes up 26K of memory. And what you do is at the very beginning, you can put it in an auto-exec file, or you can put it in another file. If you put it in the auto-exec file, when you power up the computer, it'll read the file and load it into memory. And you have to load it into memory before you run any other program, if you want the computer to talk. And also, too, is you can't load it into or run the program while you're running something else, because it won't work. Because other programs modify things and use them, and when the TSR program comes in, it'll update the modified version, and when you get out of the other program, you'll also lose the TSR program, as they call it. So it has to be done right at the very beginning on Power Up.
Okay, so but you wrote this program and implemented it, and it's now available on the market?
I've been thinking about putting it on the market, I just haven't done it yet, but it's available. And the only thing is, right now, it's only set up to be used with deck talk, digital equipment, voice synthesizers, but it can be easily modified for any kind.
Okay.
And it's right now just tailored to it, because the speech and the deck talk, you can change voices from male to female, or kid's voice, or deep, or whispering voice. You can even have a whispering voice on it. It can do anything.
Now, hasn't this been done before by other people who are computer literate or blind?
Yeah, they have other voice packages on the market, but they're very restrictive. You can read the screen and that's it.
I see.
This program allows you to locate files that you want to look for. It'll only display the directories or subdirectories if you want to know what you have, and it will tell you how much space you have left on the disk,
Mhm.
and it will tell you how many files you have on the disk.
Did it take much to do this? Did you take much time? And
Well, I kind of built on it. The last time I played with this program was back in January to modify it. And I just, matter of fact, modified it yesterday again, just for the heck of it, on something. And it actually would probably take up less space than 26K of memory. Or actually, in memory, it uses 64K.
Do you have anybody interested in this program? Any big companies that would like to pick it up and run with it?
I haven't approached anybody yet on it yet. And in the future, I'm thinking about modifying it to be able to read graphics. That's the only thing it can't do is read graphics right now, but it's not impossible to do.
What is it you do practically? You put it down on a disk, and then the disk goes into the memory bank of any computer?
Yeah.
So basically you have to have the disk duplicated?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically all?
Yeah, you just, like I say, even on the disk itself, it only takes up 26K of memory on the disk. When it's loaded into the computer, it takes up 64K. The extra